happened, I couldn't sleep. And when that happens, I tend to write. And I feel like God put this on my heart to share with you guys. So, this is a spoken word I wrote in honor of Madison. We begin our lives on this earth through birth, and as we get older, we are sent off to school. We go through elementary, middle, and high school. After we've gained our diploma, we take our knowledge off with us to college, where we live and where we will strive to get a degree. What you study is up to you and the gifts God has placed in your life. Once you've graduated with your new bachelor or master's degree, let's say you settle down with your husband or wife. Moving forward, you've raised your kids through the ups and downs and have lived a good life. But what comes next? The answer is death, and unfortunately, death has a way of taking in the most heartbreaking of ways. Not everyone gets to live a full life with good memories to look back on. Today, I'm sharing the story of a dear friend. She's someone whose memory I promised to keep alive, even if she couldn't make it in the end. Halfway through our freshman year, she stopped coming to school because of an unknown sickness that was originally mistaken for the flu. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months before we knew it, school was out and she wasn't getting any better. I hadn't seen her in months, but we shared a few texts. She was in constant pain that was keeping her up at night, and the only solid answer she had was that something just wasn't right. I will forever remember when I got the news on the way back from a family trip. My mom broke down crying in the car ride home, telling us the news that I will never forget. Maddie has just been diagnosed with terminal cancer. At that moment, my mind just stopped working. I was trying to process this information, but it was like trying to understand a math equation that had never been taught to me. I've never faced this problem, so I didn't know how to handle it. My summer went by with happy and sad moments while I prayed harder than I had before, feeling so lost and broken. I don't think it needs to be spoken that this shouldn't happen to a kid so young. Sophomore year started, but the school had a different atmosphere. Students who last year didn't even seem to care were suddenly uniting together in prayer. You see, Madison was never the loudest in class or the most wild one, but she did have the strongest faith I've seen in any adult or teen. On September 10th, her pain had ended and she descended from earth to the eternal paradise. But you see, she didn't just change this school because of the horrible injustice that happened to her. Throughout all her pain, she remained the same. She always said she wanted people to remember that Jesus loves them. She shined like a gem because she was rooted in God, and in spite of her circumstances, she selflessly wanted others to know Him. She taught me that there's power in the words that we speak, and we as Christians must seek the Word of God or we will remain weak. You see, Satan tried to break her spirit along with so many others here today by doing something that is just so unfair because he wants us to wallow in despair. But I don't care because today I'm here to share with you. The devil is best described as a thief that comes in the night that people would fear when he is near because he steals our joy to cause us pain and strife. You see, there's strength in numbers, so of course he wants us to divide it. For if we stand united, he is powerless.
That's good.
Even as her life was fading, her spirit kept on burning bright. She held on to her faith and hope and believed that things would be all right. In the end, it was, because she was healed in heaven above with the Lord, and that is what I'm living for. Madison brought back God into my life in a way I had forgotten Him. And she encouraged everyone around her to go and help others from their own sin. You see, the devil failed to win because Madison, so many people have changed for the better. And I miss her more than anything. But I remember that one day I'll see her again. But before that can happen, I'm taking her challenge to spread the word of Jesus Christ. So in honor of Madison Wright, I will continue to live my life using the God's gift God has given me to use. And as you leave here today, I encourage you to do the same, remembering that Jesus does love you.